Today we will see practical number 9 of DCS Digital Communication System. The aim of practical is test the performance of pulse code modulator or demodulator circuit. Pulse code modulator is shortly called as a PCM. Pulse code modulation is the method used for digitally represent sample analog signal. It is standard form of digital audio in a computer and various Blu-ray compact disc DVD format. Basically, pulse code modulator convert the analog signal into a digital form. For that, it will use AC generation, sample and hold circuit. After that, quantization, and at the output we get a digital output in the form of 1 and 0. This practical is designed to explain how the different types of information signal which are analog in nature can be converted into a digital form. Then the outcome of practical is test the performance of pulse code modulator means PCM and demodulator circuit. After that, a PCM stream is a digital representation of analog signal. At a PCM output or at PCM modulator output, we get information in the form of digital, means that in 1010 format or in binary format. And at the input, we can apply analog signal, which is a continuous time signal. Then this signal is sample by sample and hold circuit. After that, the output of a sample and hold circuit is applied to a quantization circuit, and at the output of quantization circuit we can get a PCM signal. Now, in which the magnitude of analog signal is sampled regularly at a uniform interval, with each sample being quantized to the nearest value within the range of digital step. Here we can apply a sampling frequency. After that, the next step is to assign a binary sequence to each of these voltage sample. This step is called as a quantization. After sampling perform on a signal, then next step is a quantization, means we can round off signal to a particular voltage level. The purpose of PCM system is to transmit to a distant end the end of voltage sample at a certain moment in the time. Now, in a second page, here you will provide a PCM input and output waveform. First one is a sine waveform, means this is the continuous time signal is provided at the input terminal of PCM, and next waveform is a PCM output, that is these are the binary signal or digital signal which is available at the output of PCM modulator. Next one is the basic elements of PCM system. First block is analog message signal. After that, the output of analog message signal is applied to a LPF. Then this is applied to a sampler, then quantization encoder, and at the output of a encoder we can get a PCM output signal. At the output of encoder we get PCM modulator output. Then this PCM modulator output is demodulated by a receiver section. Then there is a regenerator circuit. Regenerator circuit's output is applied to a decoder, and decoder's output is applied to a reconstruction filter, that is a low pass filter, and at the receiving end we can get original information signal, that is a sine wave output, or a analog signal, that is continuous time signal. Now the practical circuit diagram or sample block diagram is provided. In PCM transmitter, analog signal is applied to a sampling, then this sample signal as quantized, and the quantized output are encoded by encoder, and at the output we get data in the form of digital form, that is 1010. At receiving end, the transmitted data which is in the form of binary or digital, that is 1010, this is applied to a decoder circuit converted into a original form, and this original signal is passed through a low pass filter, and at the output we can get analog signal. Now the resources required for this practical are DSO or CRO. Next one is a power supply. Next one is a PCM trainer kit, and next one is a connecting wire. Now we will see a practical demonstration of this PCM modulation practical. Now here this is a pulse code modulator circuit, that is PCM modulator. Here a AC generation, here we get a AC signal, means analog signal, and this analog signal is available at this output. This output is connected to the input of a sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuit applying sampling on this analog signal, and a sample output is available at this output pins. This sample output is applied to an analog to digital converter. Here the conversion of analog signal to a digital signal is performed, and this is the and a quantized output is available at this output terminal, that is PCM output. Now we can make connection. In connection we have to connect this analog signal to the output of analog signal to the input of a sample and hold circuit. Here grounded we have to make connection. After that the output of sample and hold circuit is applied to analog to digital converter, and here grounded also connected to each other, and at output we can get a PCM output. Now we can make connection, and one by one we will see a signal or waveform on CRO. Firstly we have to check a analog signal, so we can make connection here, okay, and at this ground, then this signal we will observe on a CRO. Here we have to see this analog signal. This analog signal is applied to a sample and hold circuit. Now we can connect this analog signal to input of sample and hold circuit, and ground is also connected to a ground. Here I will make connection, means the output of analog signal is applied to input of a sample and hold circuit, and these two grounds are make short. Now we will check at the output of a sample and hold circuit, that is sampled signal. Now we will see this waveform on a CRO. Here we will get a sampled and hold circuits output. Now after observing sample and hold circuits output, a sampled output is applied to the input of a analog to digital converter, and also ground is make short. And now at the output of analog to digital converter we get a PCM output. Here a PCM outputs is connected to a CRO, and ground is connected to a ground terminal. Now we will observe a PCM output on CRO. This one is the PCM output available at the PCM transmitter, and we get digital signal which is in the form of 1010. Now the signal available at output is 101010. In this way we will study a practical of PCM modulator.